Take us with you. TexasStarList.com. Log on now.
Welcome to Texas Star List Podcast, 30 million Texas wide and global. This is the Stars on the Way edition. We're finna take y'all from Texas all the way down to Miami, Florida with Marcnerr. This the new single, Cruising. Shout out to all the sexy ladies, college ladies, working ladies that ain't scared to get it. This is Marcnerr. We're finna have live on the show tonight. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Shout out to G-Class TV NT. Let's get it.
On the real, we really just be coolin'. We don't need nobody else but us, we really groovin'. That's just the move. I want you, ain't no foolin'. I know just what you want, girl, I know just what I'm doing. Let's take a ride out to the beach, I wanna vibe. You got that smile, you got that energy I like. Make you my trophy and my everything, my vibe. Keep it 100 with you, girl, I never hide. We get them bands up, we throw our hands up. Party every night and we just smile into the cameras. Can't let you go, no, you just gotta be my bae. Come take a trip and don't come back or run away. We get them bands up, cruising through the city, you and I. We can do all the things that you like. We're screaming 31st
Make sure I hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Florida stand up. Shout out to ATL, STL in the building. Shout out to all the DJs out here breaking new music.
And you can bring your friends too if you like, yeah. If you like, it's alright, it's a vibe, yeah.
TexasStarList.com. Yeehaw.
Welcome world, we back live. I told y'all I'm finna take y'all down south, Miami, Florida. We got Marcnerr on the show right now on the Star List edition. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yo, what's good to you, man? Appreciate you having me, man. Happy to be here.
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. I can't complain, man. Things have been on the up, you know what I mean? Been on that grind, bro. Been, chasing the dream, man, chasing the passion. So I'm feeling good.
Man, on that grind, cruising city to city, state to state. We see you with the hot new single, man, Cruising. Ah, man.
Yeah.
Feel good to have great music and feel good music in the universe.
I appreciate you rocking with it, man. Thank you.
Man, Miami, Florida, that is, man.
Yeah, born and raised. I was born in Miami, and then from Miami, now in Southwest Florida. So I'm in between both places right now.
Well, how was it? How was it just, take the world back to the people that don't know you, just coming up as a youngster and then, just getting into the influence of music and what got you into here? What was your, how was it just coming up and the things that you like doing?
Yeah, so taking it back, I say, to be honest, my earliest memories I have as a kid, music has always been there. You know what I mean? Whether I'm in the car with my parents, we driving somewhere, music was always playing. I always remember hearing music and all kinds of music too. I grew up on listening to all kinds of genres, So just from the jump, and I've always had an appreciation for music, always, loving listening to composition of music, melodies, all that stuff is super, super dope to me. So just from the early ages, I've always wanted to be more into music, dive into it, but I actually didn't really go into it seriously until later down the years. I went a totally different route, to be honest. I got a career in public safety. I was a 911 emergency paramedic for a good amount of time. And that's actually where the music kind of came back to me, because in a job like that, unfortunately, sometimes you do come across some things that are kind of hard to see, you know. So I used to sit with my thoughts a lot and not really have no outlet. So the music, that's where it kind of came to me. I'd be writing music or just listening to music, and that kind of became an outlet for me, and which really ultimately brought me into crossing paths with my now CEO of my label, G Class TV, Justin Ball. You know, we reconnected back in 2016, 2017. And he was just kind of asking me what I've been up to, and I was telling him, yeah, you know, that's what I'm doing, but I also got some music I do too. And he's like, okay, well, you know, send me what you got. So I sent him a few of my songs, and he was like, yo, this is really good, man. Have you ever thought about, you know, pursuing this as a real career? You know, and to be honest, you know, a lot of people want to be entertainers. You know, who doesn't want to be an entertainer? You know, who doesn't want to be singing? So naturally, I was like, yeah, you know, I'd like to do it. But he kind of broke it down to me and told me like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, I have my own business, have my own label, and I can show you how to build this business. I can help you build your brand. You know, and since then, we've been locked in 2017 is when I started taking it very seriously, and you know, here we are now, a couple years later. You know, I've gotten to work with some amazing artists so far. Post Malone's artist, Clever. Also, Gorilla Zoe. That was actually my first big feature, linking with Gorilla Zoe. And it's just been full steam ahead since then.
Man, shout out to Gorilla Zoe and shout out to G Class TVNT, man. That was real just to, you know, chop it up with you and so from somebody to say, hey, man, I'm going to help you build your brand and, you know, show you the ropes in the business, man, because some people don't, you know.
Yeah.
So, man,
yeah.
You know, shout out to your label, you know, and your whole foundation, man. Y'all looking good over there, man. Y'all, the covers, y'all staying consistent, man. You got some records. We go get into it, man. We go get into that No Signal. You know what I mean? So for those who don't know, you know, make sure y'all tap in. This guy got the vocals. You got it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Man, your family originally from Miami?
Yeah, so that's my background is of Haitian descent. You know, I'm Haitian American, so my parents are from Haiti. So from Haiti to Miami. And, you know, Miami being where I was born. And it wasn't until I was like a little bit older, you know, kind of moved to the southwestern part of Florida. So in between Miami and southwest Florida is primarily where, you know, I've resided.
Yeah, salute to you and your family, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You setting trends, man, and, you know.
Yeah, you gotta do what you love, man. And that's one thing I learned from, you know, being in that previous career I was in. It was just, you know, music was always there, but I was doing something. I was virtually doing something else career-wise, you know, and I was happy in it. Don't get me wrong, but now this is something that I've always wanted to do. So, you know, imagine the fire that I've had to put under myself, that of my team, you know, my label, you know, Justin's someone that, you know, we talk all the time just about how to build a business, and he's making sure that he puts that fire in front of me, you know, to keep that dream alive, because it is easy for you to kind of lose sight. You know, we are human. You know, we kind of get into the motions. You know, sometimes we get a little bit of lax, but it's important to remember that we got to put that fire up under us. You know what I'm saying? Because the dream won't work unless we do.
Yeah, for sure,
and that's
for sure.
fact, man.
Yeah, for sure. And, man, I'm quite sure, man, if you can do the paramedic, the 911 job, man, you can do anything, because can't anybody just do that, you know what I'm saying? I can just imagine just, you know, different days. Every day ain't the same, you know what I mean? So I just want to say salute you to that. I want to, you know, just on respect. I know that probably went over certain people's head. They probably like, he just did. Nah, man, everybody can't just do that. You can probably be one of the most gangsters dude, but don't nobody want to see a situation, you know, every day. So, man, hey, you can do that as long as you stay consistent. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, you got something definitely bringing to the game. And as I was listening to that No Signal, like the difference between hearing Cruising and No Signal, you definitely can see the pitch difference and a different talent of where you can take your vocals, man. You know.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, man, I listen to so many different genres of music. You know, I'll listen to R&B. I grew up on R&B. You know what I'm saying? Boyz II Men, Jodeci, you know, Joe. Like, I listen to all of it, but I also listen to rock. You know, I listen to classical music. But I listen to so much different styles of music, and I feel like I've been able to say that, you know, I'm an artist. I don't just say I'm a singer, or I don't just say I do this. You know, I like to say that I'm an artist because I have so much ways that I like to portray that art, you know. And so it could be a song like Cruising, where it's just kind of laid back vibe, or No Signal, where it's a little bit more grungy, you know, it's got a little rock element to it too. But I feel like that's the beauty of music, is where, you know, you can take it, as long as the message is still there, you know, you can take the music however, whichever lane you want.
Exactly. Speaking of on that, let's talk about, you know, how you come up with the record No Signal.
No Signal. So, No Signal is with myself and Clever. You know, it's Post Malone's artist, Clever. He actually,
Clever.
we sent him the beat, and Clever got it back to me. I want to say like that same day. You know, I'm sure you can hear in the record. It's Bang Game. It's, you know, it's pretty dope. So he gave it to me that same day, and I told him that I would work my verse around what he wrote, you know. And just from hearing the vibe of the beat, you know, it's a little bit more melancholic. It's got a little bit of that dark element of it, but, you know, when I heard it, there is that resolution in it, you know what I mean? And so that's actually where that chorus from, where it says, I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise. That's initially all I had for it. And then, you know, Clever worked around his verse, and I was outside in my driveway till like 2, 3 in the morning, man, just circling back and forth, thinking about, you know, how I wanted to work on this track. And then it became something more personal in the song, you know, because me and Clever are both coming at it from different angles. But my favorite part in that song is the lyric that says, love overvalues everything. And it's a mnemonic for love. And I feel like, especially this day and age, you know, us being imperfect people, there is that space where, you know, we essentially can bleed on people that has never cut us, you know. So the importance there is that importance of healing, you know, having that search of self-assessment, you know, working on yourself to be a better person. And that's kind of where my mind went when I heard the song, was just like, okay, you know, we got these things that we're dealing with. It's tough. And then the bridge of that song says, can't see the signal no more. You're trying to keep me down. You'd rather watch me drown. And then you hear and still I rise. And that's basically what I wanted to portray in that. And the song was that we have these things that we're going through, whatever it may be, mentally, physically, financially. Sometimes it feels like we're drowning, but still, you know, I rise. Like, no matter whatever we got going on, like, I'm still going to push through. I'm still going to go at this.
That's a real situation, and that's what you call artists, man. That's music, and that's dope how y'all put that together.
Yeah. And then, like I said, man, shout out to Clever, because I gave him the beat, bro, and I thought he worked on that pretty fast. So
man, that's major,
that was
man.
pretty cool.
Shout out to both of y'all, man. Post Malone, artist, Clever, man. That's global right there, man.
Yeah, yeah. This song is special, man. The world is gonna hear this song. I believe that 100%.
Man, this guy got songs with Gorilla Zoe, man. You coming in the game, man. Let's go back just a little bit, because you moving at a rate, and then you coming, you know, you making some big moves in the industry. But just what was that first spark of, like, okay, this is what I finna do? You know, as far as like music, I know you say you was working and then, you know, writing, but as far as knowing that you have a voice and singing, when did that start?
Man, I would say probably, you know, right up until maybe mid 2000s, maybe, you know, out of high school. Like, I was just, you kind of get in that space where, okay, do I go to school, or like what's my plan here, but like I just remember always wanting to do music, even when I'd sing, because initially the way music came across for me was because I just used to copy people, I used to just mimic people I hear. So comedians, they say are really good with mimicking people. So I used to just be that guy that just used to like make people laugh. So if I can mimic someone or make them sound the same way, that's what I was doing. Then I realized, I'm like, okay, sometimes when I sing, I'm low key carrying the tune here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tone deaf, so there's something good going on here. So that's really where the initial spark was, just like, okay, I kind of like music. And growing up watching, Michael Jackson, Boyz II Men, Usher, Chris Brown, watching all these dudes on TV. I'm just like, man, like I really want to like do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I close my eyes and I can see myself on stage dancing. Celine Dion is another one of my favorite artists, man. She, my parents, obviously, I actually grew up listening to Celine Dion in French before I even knew she made music in English. So when I first heard she had like an album in the States, I was just like, oh man, I got to go check this out. So hearing her, also classical music artists like Yanni, seeing all these people, watching them on TV, kind of started building that in the back of my head subconsciously, to be honest, because once you turn it off, then you just go back to the regular world. But like, I just, that's something that always stayed in the back of my head, always wanting to pull out the dance moves at the parties, or like sing, or like really be in front of people and be able to like, tell a story.
No, that's what's
yeah,
up.
man.
I feel your story though.
I used to close.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I used to close my eyes.
And man,
really
that gotta be respected. Just even you don't even hear too many artists. You can go on interviews right now, man. You don't even hear too many artists that's really visualizing they self on stage and doing things and with their art. People just doing it because they want to be the cool person or something, or not knocking nothing from no artists. We ain't no haters over here, but just to even hear your story and your chemistry. Like, I was about to say that even before you was sharing that story, I was like, man, I can't wait to see you do some shows, man. Like, I can tell that you go bring some good shows. And,
yeah, man, I'm excited for that, because the shows are an extension of the artist as well. Like, there's music that I have out right now that's purposely for shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just think about dropping music just to drop music. I outside of, big shout out to my label again, shout out to Justin Ball, who gives me a certain level of autonomy when it comes to artistic vision, artistic creation. We still bring it to the table and we sit down and we decide, of course, but he still gives me that free will to kind of be like, okay, this is what I kind of see for this song, this vision, et cetera, et cetera. So just having that itself is definitely a blessing, and allows you to grow too.
Vibe and remix.
Vibe and remix, yeah. Featuring Gorilla Zoe. Shout out to Gorilla Zoe. That's that was a dope experience.
For those who know, because people from all ages, man, that be listening to the podcast. So for the even the other younger ones that don't know, Gorilla Zoe got them hits. Lost, with Lil Wayne, produced by my homie Drummer Boy, man. Shout out to Drummer Boy. You know what I'm saying? Memphis bound all the way to ATL. And man, you coming in the game with it. And I feel like, even just from those records, man, you got more, but that's definitely some good diverse. I can see you having an all type of different crowd, all different mixtures from all over, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm excited, man. And big shout out to Gorilla Zoe, man. We actually went to his crib to record that. And again, man, he heard the song, he immediately jumped on it, man, and you heard his verse. So it's Gorilla Zoe, so you already knew he was gonna bring it, So he definitely, complimented the song as best as possible.
And while we at it, man, tell people where to follow you at.
Yeah, for sure. So you can follow me on all socials, specifically Instagram under Marcnerr. It's spelled MarcNerr, Marcnerr. And if you forget how to spell that, that's totally okay. Just give my label a follow. G Class TV is regular spelling. And then when you see they're right on their bio, you'll see my name there on the top. Marcnerr, you can click it. Again, it's Marcnerr. And give my label a follow as well, G Class TV. And you'll find me on all socials, all major media platforms under that same name.
Man, you know, people that don't live in Miami, that's on the outside, you know what I'm saying? The ladies might be asking, you know, your cover's looking real Miami-ish. You got the fly. That's that South Beach influence.
yeah. I gotta pay homage to the hometown, man. I gotta pay homage.
Yeah, you definitely can look at it. Got the Miami Vice, you know what I'm saying? The Scarface.
Yeah.
That's live, man. Man, shout out to the whole man. That's man. People don't know. You know, there's so many different sides of Miami. You know, you know the bright sides. You got the other sides that the street sides and everything, man. You know how was it just you staying in your lane and being focused and not getting caught up in certain things, or can you I really want to speak up on that other than the music too, because that's important, man. A lot of people from all over different cities, different states that's want to be into something, and that's an influence that you have. Some people might just think not just superstar A-list, celebrities that's on TV right now, just heroes.
Right.
You already came in the game saving lives. but to be focused, but to be focused like on your music and your craft and the level that you're doing it right now, man, just share a little bit of that with the world. How you did that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will say, big ups to my parents, because I did leave Miami. I was fairly young still, elementary age when we moved out of Miami. But that's one of the primary reasons why my parents did want to leave. They we grew up in North Miami, Little Haiti, and my parents wanted to just have us in a better situation, I was still young, so seeing the world was still a little different for me than how maybe my older brother was seeing it, where he's 6 years older than me. So his experience was different from mine. But overall, moving over to the Southwest Florida side, that's primarily why my parents wanted to kind of put us in a better situation for both of us, and so I'm thankful for that. But also, just sticking to kind of just following what I seen people around me did. My brother, who is a firefighter as well, shout out to the big bro. He's doing his thing up in Connecticut, but that's what he started doing first, and then I seen that and I wanted to do it as well. And also, representation is important. What I'm saying? I think a lot of people at the time of my position, seeing someone who's an EMT, who's a paramedic, who is Black, at the time when I started, there just wasn't that much Black people. All that has changed so much more now, which is amazing to see, people of all different races and colors being in these professions, but before it just wasn't like that, whether it be just lack of information, lack of resources, whatever it may be. But at the time, it legit was just us, what I'm saying? I got hired at the same place my brother was, my cousins was up in there. We was lit, bro, but we was having fun, we serving the community. So I feel like for people to see that okay, these professionals, they look like me. So it's not impossible for me to go and do the same thing. I don't have to be out here doing something that I don't want to do. What I'm saying? Put myself in positions I don't want to be in, because we know you being a product of the environment can be a good or a bad thing also. So just keeping in mind that, we just wanted to do better. And I think sticking to that helped me a lot, continuing into that career and even making that segue into the music. I was still kind of able to stay focused on it because the background I've had, dealing with 911 emergencies. It's like such a high stress job sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes it can be very,
like
very
a
high
cop,
stress.
like the same as then like a police officer sometimes.
Yeah. So just being able to turn that off, sometimes it's hard. Like you might run a bad call one day and then your whole day is kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? You still got to clock out. You still got to go home. You still got to go be, a son, husband, father, or whatever the issue may be, but you still got to go be outside of work. So that was a real struggle before, trying to shut that off. But, here comes an opportunity for me to do music, like that really helped me out a lot. And I didn't realize it, honestly, until I got deeper into the music, when I'm seeing now, like, man, I would just sit back and be like, yo, like this really came at a perfect time, because I started to feel that quote unquote like burnout, starting to feel like the job's getting to you, because it does desensitize you.
My brother was like, man, let me cruise on out. Let me get this cruising going. Skirt. That boy that cruised out there.
Yeah.
Cruised out that field. And said, man, let me get on my guy. Let me use my God-given talent, man, and do this music and, man, expand across, man. Nah, salute to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah, you jamming, man. Make sure y'all go follow him. You know what I'm saying? Check out the music, man. Spotify, you got them jams on there. Add them to the playlist, man. You back to back with it, man. Man, what can we be looking forward to? For 2025 coming up, man. What can the
2025 is gonna be special, man. We got some more music. We got that joint coming out with Smoke Perp. Shout out to him. We was actually in Miami not too long ago. We linked up at the studio. Went to work. So we got that coming out soon. We also got a solo project that'll be dropping soon as well, next year. So I'm looking forward to that. It's my first like solo project body of work. And we put some work into it. We've took our time, wanting to bring the real essence of music. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just drop music just to drop it. So it's got a story. It's got substance. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say too much, and then I'll be like, all right, I already heard what I need to hear. I don't want to listen to it no more. So I don't want to say too much, but it's a solo project, definitely coming real soon.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we gonna have to get at you on some of them hooks, man, before you go triple platinum. You go be unreachable. I'm telling you, y'all artists better stop sleeping, man. Reach out to people, man, and get that sound. Man, you got a dope sound. We have to bring you out here to Texas, and rock shows,
definitely. We'll have to. Yeah,
get on some of these shows.
Shout out to DJ Body, man. Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Body.
Yeah. We've been rocking since for a good while now, man. It's refreshing to see, professionals in the industry, bro. It's real refreshing to see that, especially from the independent side, because, mind you, before I even linked Justin Ball, he's been doing it on his own, bro. I feel like every time I get on this podcast or any type of interviews, bro, I make sure I make a point of that, because Justin we're independent record label, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not an easy thing to do, and also see success from that. So even before I linked with him, he was already working on that. It's not that he needed me. I'm just an extra. I'm adding to the machine, but like he's been grinding, getting to where it needed to be. So big shout out to him to just have that kind of work ethic, bro, and that's really what pushes me to be better. I'm seeing that he's working hard too, and then so when we come across people like y'all, it's definitely nice to see, because I can see the professionalism. I respect the integrity. Like I see all of it. So big shout out to y'all.
And definitely big shout out to everybody, man, and us, and that's what it's about. Like just not, letting a system control our creation and dealing with people that's able to handle things that's professional. It's not easy for us. Sometimes we got to go through hundreds of DJs and promoters that say they want to that say they can do something, but then we got to sit back and see you know, what can they do, and can they really hold their word? But when people do hold their word, and you connect with great people, that's how that magic happened, and you know, that's how you plant
Exactly.
seeds, and boom, and it's out here for us. Other than, you know, just giving
Yeah.
all our full control over to other companies all the time, and then, you know, you don't learn nothing.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think after 10, 20 years, I think in the game, for a lot of people starting to see it now, it's like, you know, certain artists that was super, super famous, or maybe went, you know, triple platinum, don't even have as much as certain artists that maybe just went gold, and, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
different
Yeah.
business. Man, and so
Hmm.
salute to y'all, you know, on the independents. We always respect independents. We work with majors and independent, but the independent is it's a beautiful thing across board, but it's just of course it's a more challenging journey, because it's so many positions that need to be done and
Yes.
worked, you know.
Facts.
And then
Facts. That's facts.
and the thing too, I want to share while we talking about independent, man. Like when you
Yeah.
independent and have talent, man, some you you can't really, don't never put yourself in a chase of a major label artist. You doing dope by, like, okay, you got the songs with Gorilla Zoe, you got the songs with
Hmm.
different, you know, even the ones by yourself, man, them are great
Yeah.
music that you can conquer different regions and cities and let those grow,
Yeah.
and everybody count.
100%.
You know, you go from
Exactly.
0 fans to 500 to 1,000 to, you know, a few
Yeah.
thousand, and then you turn around and you sell to those, you know, t-shirts, different products, tickets,
Yeah.
and man,
Yeah.
you know, I think sometimes people look at the game, of course, like when you look at TV and you see all these other celebrities, like, oh, okay, if I ain't on that level, then, you know, it can't work. But one thing about being out here in Texas, and shout out to the West Coast too, I know a lot of people independent came from a background out there too, but man, it's artists that don't get played on the radio out here that's making $5,000-$10,000 a show, and you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the beauty in,
It's a grind.
yeah,
Yeah.
stepping outside your
It's
region, doing what you do.
yeah.
You know, getting it
Yeah.
popping from
That's
Miami,
facts.
Atlanta, Texas, and
Yeah.
man,
That's the goal, man. And I'm enjoying the journey too, bro. I will say that that's one thing I've learned to appreciate even more being on the independent record label, is that when you put in the work and you start to see the results, and you're like, okay, you know, now I can. This actually works, you know. Now the logical thing is just to keep going and then enjoy the journey. You know, I can truly say that I'm enjoying this journey of becoming an artist, you know, getting my name out there, interacting with fans, you know, networking with different people, all
right,
of it, you know, as a whole, I'm enjoying the journey. So I'm able to put everything I can in it because I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm doing this because, you know, I got a gun to the back of my head, or, you know, I mean,
no,
that's
that's
a
what's up.
a
That's
wild
important.
example, but
That's
it's
important.
just to show that, you know, I'm doing this because I truly love being an artist. You know, I love being able to do all these things.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you branding too. So, man, that's going to open up so many other doors, you know,
Yeah.
for you. I want to ask you something too, man. Just even speaking up on like your writing, man. Man, you got them songs, man. I'm telling you, I got to check out the records, man. You ever like wrote hooks for somebody, or you mostly just been writing for yourself?
So I've mainly started writing hooks on my own, but I wasn't learning like the technical side of writing also. So to help me with that, I've had co-writers also, people I collaborate with on songs. That has ultimately make me better, you know, because
Yeah, for
I've
sure.
noticed that
For
my
sure.
creativity have gotten better. You know, I've been able to write songs about something before. It was more so like inspiration, like if it's something I went through, or a memory in my head that was locked away somewhere, and then I just think about it. You know, that inspiration hits, and you know exactly what you want to write about. Boom, and it's done.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, I want to write about this and be able to creatively kind of put yourself there. That took a little bit more practice, because for me, I'll hear a song and I can pick up the melody first. That's usually what I pick up first, is that I can see the melody. The writing kind of comes after, because it's just, you know, I'm just writing it, versus I hear the beat, and that's how that process goes. But yeah, as far as writing goes, that's really how I started writing. It was just more so I'd have like a hook, and then I kind of expand on the hook, or, you know, I try to literally draw or write a story. Sometimes I just write sentences, you know, and group them together and pick a subject matter and, you know, pick it apart from there.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's good though. You can tell, like, you're a full artist, putting it down though. Loyalty overvalues everything, as you say, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loyalty overvalues everything, man.
Any video expecting coming up?
Yeah, we actually going to be up there. Got a show Saturday, December 14th in San Antonio. Got a show with Zoe. Going to be out there. We're also going to be shooting a video too as well.
Oh, that's what's up. San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, San Antonio, Texas,
man.
sir.
Got to meet you out there. December?
Yeah. December, yep. Saturday, December 14th.
December 14th? Oh, that's
yes,
live. Man, y'all already heard it. See? Texas, man. Austin, Dallas, Houston. Make sure y'all pull up. Waco. Make sure y'all go catch my guy, San Antonio. See? Finna bring y'all some of that Miami global flavor.
Yeah, we definitely gonna bring it. Yeah, we gonna be singing them joints too, man. You gonna hear Cruising, you gonna hear Vibing Remix, Pulling Up too. That's another one. I shot that one in Atlanta with the label. We shot Pulling Up in Atlanta. So yeah, we'll be coming with it for sure.
Oh yeah, well, you know, the list will be in the building.
Say less.
That's already, man. Let the people know where to follow you at again, man.
Follow me at Marcnerr on Instagram, spelled Marcnerr. Also, if y'all please give my label a shout out at G Class TV, common spelling. You also see my name there right up under the bio. If you forget how to spell Marcnerr, don't even worry about it. You'll see my name sitting right up on there on the bio under at G Class TV. Give us both a follow. We really appreciate it. Got new music dropping. That's also the same handle for all my music platforms: SoundCloud, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. Marcnerr.
Let's get it. TSL Podcast. The stars on the way. G Class TV ENT, where stars be. Let's get it.
Take us with you. TexasStarList.com. Log on now.